Do you have a box?
Can you guess what this mom in La Vista
Coda, can you carry the eggs for me, please?
and this little girl in Missouri Valley have in common?
I had a little turtle.
In a word, hunger.
There's been times where my husband has said, if we don't have enough, the kids will eat first. And that's how we live.
Real hunger.
I put him in the bathtub.
The kind that keeps you up at night.
I was upstairs once, and on my tummy started to hurt bad because I was hungry and we didn't have much food.
Carrie is a student and mother of 4.
My husband works 2 jobs. I work and go to school full time.
Mally, an 8-year-old girl with big dreams.
Probably a doctor, teacher, or dancer.
These days, both have something bigger on their plate. They often worry about where their next meal will come from.
Is that enough for you?
It's called food insecurity, an industry term for what has become a harsh reality. At night, when so many Americans are sitting down for dinner, Carrie is trying to figure out how to stretch what's left.
The hamburger helper box feeds 4, we make it feed 6.
And Mally is worried there won't be any.
Time to go to. But I would mostly let my sister have mine.
Why is that?
Because she'll get hungry a little bit more, and she's only 4.
Their stories aren't all that different from the thousands of people Food Bank for the Heartland feeds. On this day, it's a mobile pantry in a church basement.
I know, we got plenty of them though, if you want more.
On weekends, it's backpacks, discreetly stuffed with juice, cereal, and pasta.
So every Friday, usually around lunchtime, I go through the halls with my cart full of food and just, I have a master list of everybody who gets the food in the backpacks, and I just stick them right into their backpacks.
Enough to get by for a growing girl, not enough to keep her belly full.
People who are hungry are the people who live next door. They don't wear a sign and say, I am hungry. But what we know is that we do know them. They are our friends, they are our family, and we want to be here to help them.
But that's getting increasingly difficult to do. The food bank serves 93 counties in Nebraska and western Iowa, more than any other food bank in the country. And unfortunately, business is booming. Last year, giving out 10 million pounds of food, a little more than 8 million meals, and they are learning how to do it with less.
We have very little control over what's coming in and very little control over the need or the pull or the demand. One of the things we've learned from our corporate partners this year is that they are very good business people. They have tightened up their supply chains tremendously, so they don't have a lot of extra.
That means the food bank has to be smarter too, supplementing canned donations with cash. Give the food bank $1 and they can put 3 meals on the table. The food bank couldn't do what it does without companies like ConAgra Mills.
Fundamentally for any business that's as big as ConAgra Foods, we should be doing this.
And the Woodhouse Auto family.
Let's give someone hope so there is a future.
Both make giving back part of their corporate culture. They not only write big checks, but they also make it their mission to get their people and the community involved, so everyone has a better understanding, a connection to hunger.
Absolutely, I believe in the American dream. But to have the American dream, you have to have hope, and without hope, there's no future. Well, the basics of hope would have to be that my tummy is full.
It's a problem, and we've got to find a way to solve it. I always tell everybody, you can't solve this thing overnight, and you can't solve it for everybody, but start with 1, and it becomes 2, and then it becomes 4, and then it becomes 8 people will be better off. And so it's great to have a grand ambition of ending it, but you got to start, and that's what we've done, is we started somewhere, and I believe we are making a difference.
ConAgra Mills, Woodhouse, and you are making a difference, giving a little boy and his brothers a rare treat.
They have muffins here.
And families on tight budgets a little less to worry about.
What I would normally be spending on, groceries, I can spend on stuff that needs to be like paying the electric bill has to.
I'm a young man trying to work hard, make a living for my family, and times are rough.
My husband's disabled and I work just part-time, so I need the extra food. It's a big help. Yes, it is. Thanks goodness for things like this.
Yes, thank goodness for things like this, and for people like you.
This is the face of hunger. This is the kid.
Your donations will keep Carrie's family fed another month.
Thank you.
And help a little girl named Mally focus on, well, being a little girl.
I had a little turtle. His name was Tiny Tim.